What up guys, my name is Kong and today I'm going to be talking about a movie called Rush. I believe it's directed by Ron Howard and you got Chris Hemsworth and I believe there's another actor in it, I can't remember the name, but it will be in the tag. And Rush is essentially it's the Formula One racing between James Hunt and Niki Lauda in the 70s and 80s when they were racing in F1. We get to, we follow these two guys on their journey to become F1 world champion. That's where the story starts. So I'll talk about what I did like about this. I believe that Chris Hemsworth did a really wonderful job of portraying James Hunt as a playboy, as a really cocky, really fun party boy, bad boy kind of style personality. And I like that he did a really good job of portraying that character. He's a drinker, he's a smoker, but yet you do get to see that he is a competitive guy. He's motivated. He's willing to do whatever to become a Formula One champion. You get to see here, and then you get to see Niki Lauda is totally the opposite of James Hunt. He's more methodical, he's brutally honest. He's focused, he's practical, but he's intelligent. It's the opposite of James Hunt. It's almost, it made me think of Batman and Joker. Not in that sense, but it reminds me of they are both two of the same coin. And I like that because you get to see how both two different kind of men, but yet they're competitive, and the way they fight it out is really to race in an F1 race car all over the world, and collecting points to win to become a Formula One champion. And you get to see here. So what else did I also like? I like the races itself. I thought the races was well done, well choreographed, well shown. There's some crashes that were like, yo, that's crazy. Like Niki Lauda crashed and caught on fire because it was raining. And he told the FIA, I think it was FIA, say, hey, let's just cancel the rain. I think it was in Nürburgring. I think it was. That it's too much rain, too dangerous, and let's take a vote. And Niki Lauda paid the price, and it was because James Hunt said, "Hey, y'all, you if you can do it, then do it." And so it have its consequences. You understand that. It makes you understand that these men or women, not at the time, but just in racing, in motorsport racing, that they're always that risk of crash and death and injury. In all sports, there's always injuries, and depends of severity of crashes and injuries and risks, so to speak. And this movie doesn't really shy from that. It shows people dying. They don't explicitly show, but it is implied. And a lot of bad things do happen here, so it's good. And the way the way they captured the crashes, the way they showed the sense of speed, and it's in the sense of when they're driving in the rain, you don't quite see anything because you're going fast. You're going maybe 100 miles an hour, 130, 140, 150 on a straight, or on the average, and you're turning. So you get to sort of see that you really are risking your life in the rain. On a dry day, it's beautiful, it's perfect. But then the rain is on a whole different level of game, another different level of ball you're gonna have to play with. So I like that fact that this movie stay true to the nature or to the event that actually happened between these two men. What else did I really like? I like the camaraderie for these two men eventually come together and say, hey, we have our own personality, but then we have to sort of respect each other on the track, because we can lose our life if we don't respect each other on the track. And then I sort of see that here, and they still respect each other, and I like that a lot here, because at the end of the day, you want to live, you want to make it out at the end but yet, you know, win a championship or win a Grand Prix, that sort of thing. So let's talk about what I don't like about this movie. It is a little bit long. A little bit long. I wish it was a little bit more, more cinematic shot. A little bit more follow the F1 cars as they turn and as they crashes. Not crash it because you don't want to do real life crashes, especially in an F1 car. But maybe, you know, as they turn, as two F1 driver engage in combat, that sort of thing. Maybe different sort of a shot to really give us some sense of aspect of what's going on the track. That would have been more interesting to see, maybe from a top down, to really see how the battle, how they're moving and how the crash happened. Maybe even have commentator onto some specific scene, because that's what the commentators do. They talk about the action, they talk about what's going on, talk about the racing and drivers and the company that's involved with F1 racing. That would have been really nice, because they do have sponsors, especially for this F1, because F1 is an incredibly expensive motorsports, you know, sport, so to speak. I would have loved to see a little bit more of that. That would have been really great to kind of give us a different perspective of racing, you know, from a first point of view, from a third point of view, and different sort of angle to kind of give us an idea of what's going on a racetrack. So guys, those are the cons. I couldn't really pick out much, but this movie is really a solid movie, so to speak. So what was the rating I give this movie? I give it a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie for what it is, for what it's trying to show. It's good that it does a really good job of showing two men trying to duke it out on the racetrack, trying to become, you know, F1 champion, and they go at it a different way. One's more methodical, the other one is more on the go. So, and I like that here. It does a really good job of showing two different distinct personalities. So I like that a lot. So I give it a 7 out of 10. I believe I watched this on, I believe it was on Amazon Prime or HBO Max. I can't remember, one or the other. But it is good, especially if you are a motorsport enthusiast or just car enthusiast in general. I highly recommend that you give this a shot. I think you will enjoy this. You will appreciate the, you know, level. Appreciate the guy that came before and promote safeties and that sort of thing, and understand how far safety have come. So yeah, check it out. The movie is called Rush. So check it out, guys. Anyway, please like, thumbs up, share, subscribe, and browse to my YouTube channel. I have a lot of content for you guys to check out. Please do so. Thank you and take care, guys. Bye bye.